oh, my friend sings. She's gonna do this hook for me, and she sound like she's being sacrificed to Satan, or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's just horrible. like, all right, let me hear the hook. The hook is what's supposed to draw people in, and she's like, we are here hustling. And you like, wow.
Man, I'm loving all these phrases y'all coming up with.
I've corrupted you, Capella.
Corrupted you, Capella.
Yeah, I've corrupted you. You've been affected. Your life will never be the same. Me and all of my 6 billion followers.
Well, speaking of being corrupted.
Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got?
Now, we got Cousin Chris is in the building. And Cousin Chris and I, when everybody went out for a smoke break earlier,
yes,
we were having a discussion. I guess is what they call it. And he brought up XV. He brought up Verizon commercials. He brought up
shout out to Vizzy.
The hip hop game. He was like 316 stand up. I don't want to hear this. Because it's all about one person, and that's you.
Guys.
So
it's
go.
You rapping.
Go.
Your music. It's about your music. He's not coming back to help you guys. He's done. He's like, go away.
Now, let me.
No.
Hold on. Now.
No. It's about
one more time. I'm going to say this.
One person.
Shout out to XV. He's doing his thing. He says, Cousin Chris here just says that he's not helping anybody. He doesn't do anything, blah, 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 right? Right here, I'm going to show you right here where I just talked to him on Facebook. I'm showing him on my phone. I just talked to the guy a week ago. See, it's haters like him that keep us from getting anywhere. You follow what I'm saying? It's haters like that. Look, if this guy's doing this thing, why should he be in Wichita? I'm from Wichita. I love it, but it's so small. It's only so much you can do. I love that he's out doing this thing and he's bringing more light to the city. There's a phrase that says, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So what that says to me, hater ass Chris, that's your new name. His new name is Hack. Hater ass Chris. So when you hear me say Hack, you know what I'm talking about. But seriously, there are some people, there are some artists in Wichita who should relinquish the microphone and leave it to
Mike Game. God damn, I got that call.
Mike Game. Look, I'm not in your beef. I'm not in your beef with Jiggy. That's between y'all. I support all our artists. Like I said, it's not for me to judge.
Black and Mild. No, go ahead.
Back to what Hack said. Hating ass Chris over here. We can't let.
I'm not on camera, so no one can prove I said it. Go ahead.
We can't let. You know what I mean? People like Chris stop our movement. We got a lot of momentum going. It's a lot of good things that's happening in the city, and just like any other market, it takes time to develop. You know what I mean? It takes time to mature, and as long as we have artists like myself, like Capella, like Essie, and speaking of Essie, I went to the gas station this week. And I met this artist from Kansas City. We swapped discs. I'm playing the disc. I go through a couple songs, and first thing I hear is, this is a SE Trill production. I was ecstatic about it because he's from my city. We go interview Tech Nine and Strange Music. I'm talking to Stevie Song. We're talking about his new album, which you should go get, Two Birds, One Stone. Shout out to Stevie. And guess who did a track on the CD?
SE Trill.
SE Trill. And who else? Big Cliff. These dudes we're expanding. You know what I mean? We're moving out and we're building, and part of our motivation is
Chris like doesn't believe a word of it. You can just tell on his face.
Chris hates everybody.
Chris, his problem is what you guys don't know is he used to rap. Yeah, he was in a group. He was in a group called Thugs and Suds. Yeah, they had this whole album where they were in the bathtub with 12 gauges and gun belts. It was him and another boy, and it was Bubbles, and it was Steamy.
Wait. What was and I'm gonna get buried for this, but he already doesn't like me. I was gonna say, how did the Hitman end up in this group? But go ahead.
Thugs.
He already doesn't like me, so give him another reason.
Thugs and Suds. So that's where we're at, and that's why Chris is so mad. But man, all the artists in Wichita, man, if you're doing your thing, we support you. Our time is coming. just do your best. You don't have to do everything.
Look at Chris's face.
You don't have to do everything.
If you're watching this on
Just master
Ustream,
what you
it's
do.
hilarious.
Help me out here,
Now
bro.
I'm gonna say this. Actually, Chris got a point a little bit. He got a point a little bit. We do have a lot of artists, and when they do say 316 up or 316 stand up, it's just about the record that they're putting out, and they want the 316 movement behind it.
Yeah.
Now I will rest to that fact. I will say that that does happen. However, there's other artists like myself, like I'm sure Israel does.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't just say it. If you go to my page right now, you'll probably see 2-3 different artists,
Exactly.
videos or songs or
Right,
something
it's
like
not
that.
mine that I
from
share.
316. I don't just say it. I mean it,
Right.
because I know we ain't going nowhere without that kind of unity. We're not going nowhere without the city behind us.
Exactly.
Like, you go out anywhere, if you ever try to market your music outside of the city, the first thing they ask you is, well, how's your city responding to you?
Yeah.
So you have to have that. You have to have that locked down before you even do anything else. And I'm trying. I'm sure Israel is.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of people back home that's doing that right now. But until we all get to that point and say, like, you know what, we all gonna support each other, because if we don't if we don't starve together, then we won't eat together. And then if one person makes it out and then don't come back or is doing his own thing there, can you really blame him?
I'll be honest with you, man. I do whatever I can to help any artist, because the people in Wichita, they're not my competition. We're not each other's competition.
True.
It's whoever's on the top of the Billboard charts, which I look at every freaking
That's always a
week.
competition.
That's who's my competition. I'll be honest with you, flat out. You heard it here from Israel out your own mouth on K-Jag Radio. If you are an artist from Wichita and you're not supporting other artists, fuck you. Bottom line. If you're not supporting our movement, if you're not supporting other artists, then I don't fool with you. Now, if I see that you're on Facebook and you're doing shows with other people and whatever else, man, I love it. Any artist who wants to collab with me, I've told them, I would never charge you. Let's just get it. Let's just do it. You know what I mean? But it's haters like Chris that fuels us. That, that fuels us, that gives us, the opportunity to it drives me. Late at night, I'm at home, I'm writing diss songs, I see Chris's face. You know what I mean? And
You think about me.
It feels
Some
the
more
fuel
shit you
effect.
need
and then I throw up in my mouth a little bit.
You better get high more than.
Hey, before we go, we got
Man,
a
you
couple
brought a
minutes
classic.
left, and
Yeah.
I want to send out a big thank you again to the Cotillion for hosting us Friday. I want to send a special thank you to Chris Calico, Tech 9, Mayday, Cess Crew, and Prozac. Those guys are great, man. They did a spot for the spot that we do on K-Jag Radio, which is Step Your Game Up. And for that, for those that don't know, that's a segment that I do where I ask other artists, independent artists, about tips on how to step your game up in the music industry. You got to check it out. These guys are professional. They tour 398 days a year, so they know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? So we got to support each other. We need more unity. Make sure you go follow my boy Capella right now. Follow his manager, Shauna Hutchins. She's on Facebook under that name. Spell it out for us. And
SHANNAHUTCHENS Hutchins.
yeah, hit her up. You can also find her on my friend list if you're one of my friends. For any booking you might want to do with this guy. We're gonna have some new music coming soon here. He's a great MC. I like it.
Mention the music, where we're wanting people to send music and everything.
Yes. Also, in 2 weeks, we're gonna start playing a lot more music. We've been doing a lot of work with a lot of local businesses, and what they're going to do is actually be sponsoring artists to play their music on our shows. In response, we'll team you up with the business. You promote them, they'll promote you. It's great for everybody. It's a way to bring in more revenue for you, and to just, the grassroots effort. We want people to support us, but we don't ever want to support anybody else. In any undertaking that you're doing, man, you have to support other people. That's the only way it works. So K-Jag Radio, man, we're going to be doing a lot of things. We're going to be helping you independent artists step your game up. We'll be playing music. We'll be interviewing. We'll be doing live remotes out for shows. We'll get Capella's manager in here. She'll give you guys some tips too on how to step your game up in booking. If you want to book him, man, do it. You know what I mean? Let's put these shows together. I know a lot of you guys got to be tired like I am of these B-rate, C-rate artists whose career is going defunct coming to our city and getting our money, and we don't even get paid for the shows. Fuck that. Show some unity.
Tone Loc.
You know what I
Julio.
mean? Come on, man. Some of these guys. I'm not gonna call nobody out in particular.
Color me bad.
Some of the guys that come to our town and get money, take our money away from our community and leave with it, are garbage.
Bubba Sparks.
You know what I mean? And it's time that we really get some unity and we really start supporting each other and stop being so critical of each other. And I'd like to thank everybody on the show today, Capella, for coming through.
Thank you.
I'm glad to have you back. Make sure you go follow him on Twitter. Follow me at _Israel. Don't follow hater ass Chris.
He has a Twitter account, but he never uses it.
I'm gonna hack him.
Because he's a hater.
I have a Twitter that I haven't been on in forever.
See, nobody cares.
Twitter's stupid.
Nobody cares about Twitter, according to Chris. Now, of course, KJAG Radio, as Tom Smalling from formerly of Beneath the Burning Sun, now Victims of Spotlight, has said, KJAG Radio, we are drama-free, because I don't like drama.
You put your dress on, you run right towards it like a white person in a gunfight.
Matter of fact,
You better fucking check that shit out.
speaking of drama, shout out to your YBD, your boy Drama, Kansas. He gets it in whenever you finish. You know what I'm saying? And when I say 316 up, I mean it. Make sure you go out to the flea market and holler at my boy Rob Wonder. Make sure you also go to 813 South Woodline in Wichita, Kansas. Chops Barbershop. You know, holler at my boy Quincy. Tell him Israel sent you. And if you out at the state fair, make sure you go see Mr. Ed's Flagpole Company. They showed me a lot of love when I was out there. They got all kind of flags, NASCAR, because they support racists. KU, K-State, and they're out there doing it. The state fair is good. Make sure you go out there. I just talked to Capella. He's going to be at the state fair out there doing his promotion. So make sure you run up on him and pay him $100 a CD, something like that. You know what I mean? Follow him. I might be out there later. You know, I don't know if they're
he's gonna pull some Roger Cornish shit and hang out with the KWCH folks. And
I'm gonna be looking.
Hey,
for
shout out
some
to
pimps.
KWCH. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know people everywhere. My homegirl Emily Devers, Storm. Now she just recently got married. Her and Chris and Storm. Congratulations! I wish you guys a beautiful marriage. And yeah. That's
I love it.
That's what I'm trying to get Chris to see. This isn't something that I just do. This is a lifestyle for me. You know what I mean? I'm about this life, son.
About this life, son.
I got 28 followers now. I know it.
Woo,
I feel
28.
it. 28.
Okay, so before we leave, Chris, did they satisfy your argument, or are you still?
I guess.
I guess whatever.
Don't tell me nothing.
Chris's inner child is Howie Mandel.
Well, hey, before we leave, Capella, anything big coming up? Anything we need to promote or whatever here?
Oh yeah, actually, before we forget, September 21st, that's the Who's Who party. It's gonna have a lot of people there. It's gonna have. We've been talking about SC Trill, Cash Hollis, Carla Ayala, Sarah.
Well, then I won't be allowed in the building.
I mean,
Devin Bray's gonna be there.
Hosted
Slate
by
Stone. Shout out Phenom Radio too. They support local artists a lot. Yeah, my boy Slate Stone, DJ
Kings
Sway,
United.
DJ 316 up, Chris, in your face,
It's
son.
everybody.
Right here.
316 up in your face, son.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be at the Spotlight too, and it's gonna be big, man. Everybody come out. Your boy will be on stage, so
Yeah,
come
second
check it
annual
out.
one.
Yep. Funny because I was at the first one, but I ain't getting no interviews in there. But
Man,
the second one, that tells you how much work we done been putting in.
Yeah, definitely.
Be on stage this time. So.
Well, Israel will. I'm hoping be in the building for this,
I'm gonna cover it for KJ
and we'll have
Radio.
Mr. Swank or Mr. Ortiz or somebody in the building. We might send Juice out there.
We won't.
Juice.
We got a new photographer named Juice in the building, and it's not OJ because he's still serving time. But we gotta get it in. We fit in next week. It is gonna be I guess I've got the two hip hop artists on screen on Ustream because I want to see their reactions when I announce who we're having on next week. Jackster will be here next week. He's the hottest thing in the business.
Cut it out.
What?
You know who
Hater
Jackster is,
ass.
I
son.
don't know who the Jax is. That's a fucking post on his wall.
He will
That's a-
murder you if he heard you say that.
That's right.
Well,
He
welcome
would-
to prison.
Same time next week.